Hare Krishna. So thank you very much for joining in for our Bhagavad Gita study session. Let's begin with the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadhaya Krishnapresthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya कृष्ण प्रेम प्रधायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरद्विषे नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरून् दिनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यमीश्वरम् हरिः ओम् तत्सत् गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तडालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरून् दिनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यमीश्वरं हरिः ओम् तत्सत् Hare Krishna. So thank you, devotees. We are on chapter number 1 of the Bhagavad Gita. So this chapter is entitled Observing the Armies on the Battlefield of Kurukshetra. So we see here that that Arjuna, Duryodhana, and everyone, they've all reached the battlefield, determined to fight a war, right? Everyone is there assembled in the battlefield or for what purpose? For fighting a war only. But suddenly we see that Arjuna is asking Lord Shri Krishna to take the chariot in front or in between both the armies. Ratam stapayame achyuta. So like that, he is asking Krishna to take the chariot in between both the armies. And having seen Bhishma Pitamaha, Kulaguru Kripacharya, Dronacharya, and all of his near and dear ones on the opposite side, what does he feel? Arjuna is feeling, what avail is to what avail is this kingdom when all of the relatives, all of our relatives would be dead. So why should I fight this war? So like that, Arjuna is getting questions in his mind whether he should indeed fight this war. Even after having made a determined effort to fight the war and having assembled in the battlefield and also having blown the conch shells. The blowing of the conch shells indicate that the war is imminent, right? The war is just about to begin. But then Arjuna is giving several reasons why he should not fight the war, right? He's saying he will incur sinful reactions. Whom will he enjoy the kingdom with? Because all of his relatives would all be killed in the kingdom and all that, killed in the war like that. So, like that, he's giving various reasons. So, these are some of the reasons that we are studying right now. So, as we continuing from from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, verse number 36. पापमेव श्रेदस्मान् हत्वैतानाततायिनः तस्मान्नार्ह वयं हन्तुं धार्तराष्ट्रान् सबान्धवान् स्वजनं हि कथं हत्वा सुखिनः श्याममाधवः. Anyone would like to read? Okay, Shobha Mataji, go ahead. Synonyms, what word
Hare
meaning?
Krishna Mataji Dandatana. Synonyms: Papam, vices, eva, certainly, ashrayat, must come upon, asman, us, hatva, by killing, etan, all these, atatayinaha, aggressors, tasmat, therefore, na never arha, deserving, vayam, we, hantum, to kill, the Drashtra, the son of Dhritarashtra. So, Sir Bandhavan, along with friends, Swajanam, kinsmen, highly, certainly, Katham, how, Hatva, by killing, Sukhina, happy, Syama, will be welcome, become, Madhava, O Krishna, husband of the goddess of fortune. Translation and purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada. Sin will overcome us if we slay as aggressors. Therefore, it is not proper for us to kill the sons of the Drashra and our friends. What should we give? What should we gain? O Krishna, husband of the goddesses of fortune, and how could we be happy by killing our own kinsman, Purport? According to Vedic injections, there are six kinds of aggressors. One, a poison giver. Second, one who sets fire to the house. Three, one who attacks with deadly weapon. Four, one who plunders riches. Five, one who occupies another's land. And six, one who kidnaps a wife. Such aggressors are at once to be killed, and no sin is incurred by killing such aggressors. Such killing of aggressors is quite befitting any ordinary man. But Arjuna was not an ordinary person. He was saintly by character, and therefore he wanted to deal with them in saintliness. This kind of saintliness, however, is not for a Kshatriya. Although a responsible man in the administration of a state is required to be saintly, he should not be cowardly. For example, Lord Ramana was so saintly that people even now are anxious to live in the kingdom of Lord Rama, that is Ramarajya. But Lord Rama never showed any cowardice. Ravana was an aggressor against Rama because Ravana kidnapped Rama's wife Sita. But Lord Rama gave him sufficient lesson unparalleled in the history of the world. In Arjuna's case, however, one should consider the special type of aggressors, namely his own grandfather, own teacher, friends, sons, grandsons, etc. Because of them, Arjuna thought that he should not take the severe steps necessary against ordinary aggressors. Besides that, saintly persons are advised to forgive. Such injunctions for saintly persons are more important than any political emergency. Arjuna considered that rather than killing his own kinsmen for political reasons, it would be better to forgive them on ground of religion and saintly behavior. He did not therefore consider such killing profitable simply for the matter of temporary bodily happiness. Or after all, kingdom and pleasure derived therefore therefrom are not permanent. So why should he risk his life and eternal salvation by killing his own kinsmen? Arjuna's addressing of Krishna as Madhava or the husband of the goddess of fortune is also significant in this connection. He wanted to point out to Krishna that as the husband of goddesses of fortune, he should not induce Arjuna to take up a matter which would ultimately bring about misfortune. Krishna, however, never brings misfortune to anyone, to say nothing of his devotees. Hari Bol. Thank you, Mataji. Dandavat. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So in Bhagavad Gita, it comes later on. Shreya swadharmo vigunaha paradharmat swanustitat paradharmo nidanam shreya paradharmo swadharmo nidanam shreya paradharmo bhayavaha paradharmo bhayavaha. That means if one performs even perfectly the duties of another person, then such kind of performance of duty also is very, very dangerous, because it is not appropriate to follow somebody else's dharma. Right? We have to follow our own dharma that is suitable for us according to our um, guna and karma. Right? According to guna and karma, whatever qualities we've acquired, we should perform our swadharma in accordance with that. That will give us ultimate perfection rather than paradharmo bhayavaha, rather than performing somebody else's dharma perfectly. Right? The dharma of a kshatriya is to fight. The dharma of a renunciant is to leave everything and go to the forest. Right? So Arjuna is a Kshatriya here, but why does he want to renounce everything and go to the forest? Saying, giving various reasons. So in this way, Prabhupada is mentioning in the purport here that it is not appropriate for Arjuna to give up everything and go to the forest. And also Prabhupada is talking about the six aggressors here. The aggressors are Atatayinaha. Right? Atatayina means those who have a malicious intent. They want to try to kill, usurp the wife. The six kinds of aggressors are mentioned. So such people can be killed. This is what is mentioned for self-defense. Right? One is entitled to kill the other person if the person is trying to take his life, or take his wife, or take his property. So like that. So it is appropriate for Arjuna to actually kill Duryodhana, because Duryodhana has committed all of those mentioned as part of the aggressors, and hence he is an aggressor, and hence he should be killed like that. Okay, let's move ahead. Text number 37 to 38. Yadi api etana pashyanti lobopahata chetasaha kulakshaya kritam dosham mitradrohe cha patakam katam ganeyam asmabhi papat asman nivortitum kulakshaya kritam dosham prapasyadbhir janardhana. Synonyms, word to word meaning. Yadi if, api even, ete de, na do not, pashyanti see, labha by greed, upahata overpowered, chetasaha their hearts, kulakshaya in killing the family, kritam done, dosham fault, mitra drohe in quarreling with friends, chapatakam sinful reactions. Katam why, na should not, neyam be known, asmabi by us, papat from sins, asmat these, nivartitum to cease, kulakshaya in the destruction of a dynasty, kritam done, dosham crime, prapasyadvihi by those who can see, Janardana, O Lord Sri Krishna. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O Janardana, although these men, their hearts overtaken by greed, see no fault in killing one's family or quarreling with friends, why should we, who can see the crime in destroying a family, engage in these acts of sin? Purport by Srila Prabhupada, a Kshatriya is not supposed to refuse to battle or gamble when he is so invited by some rival party. Under such an obligation, Arjuna could not refuse to fight because he had been challenged by the party of Duryodhana. Arjuna considered that the other party might be blind to the effects of such a challenge. Arjuna, however, could see the evil consequences and could not accept the challenge. Obligation is actually binding when the effect is good, but when the effect is otherwise, then no one can be bound. Considering all these pros and cons, Arjuna decided not to fight. So this is very interesting, right? He went to Lord Sri Krishna and asked for the Akshoni and asked for Lord Krishna's help. Duryodhana also had gone, and Duryodhana had asked for the Akshoni Sena, whereas the Narayani Sena, whereas Arjuna asked for Lord Narayana himself, Lord Krishna himself. And in this way, everybody is assembled in the battlefield to wage a war, to fight a battle. But then Arjuna is now convinced that he does not want to fight. Why? Because he asked Krishna to take the chariot in between both the armies. And then upon seeing Kulaguru Kripacharya, his own Guru Dronacharya, Bhishma Pitamaha, and all of his cousins and brothers, and all of them standing on the opposite side, Arjuna is being bewildered, and Arjuna is saying, "Whom will I enjoy the kingdom with, even if I win?" And why should this war, which is going to kill many millions of soldiers, is to be waged just because I want to become the ruler, or I want to enable Yudhishthira Maharaj to become the ruler of this ruler of Hastinapur. So like that, he is giving various reasons because he does not want to fight. Right? In our own lives, we can also think of how we try to make various reasonings. Right? Some or the other excuses we make. So that we do what we like. That means we are following the dictation of our mind. Whatever our mind is telling, that is what we are following. But we should not follow the dictations of the mind, because that will lead to hell. Whereas we should follow the dictations of Guru, Shastra and Sadhu in performing our actions and in making our decisions, like that. All right. So let's move ahead. Text number 39. Kulakshaye pranashyanti kula dharma sanatana dharme nashte kulam krishnam adharmo bibhavatyuta. Okay, Shobha Mataji. Okay, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, synonyms Kulakshaye in destroying the family, Pranashyanti become vanished, Kula Dharmaha the family traditions, Sanatanaha eternal, Dharme religion, Naste being destroyed, Kulam family, Krishnam whole, Adharma religion, Abhiva, Abhibhavati transforms Uttha, it is said. Translation: with the destruction of the dynasty, the eternal family tradition is vanquished, and thus the rest of the family becomes involved in religion. Purport. In the system of the Varnashrama instruction, there are many principles of religious traditions to help members of the family grow properly and attain spiritual values. The elder members are responsible for such purifying process in the family, beginning from birth to death. But on the death of the elder members, such family traditions of purification may stop, and the remaining younger family members may develop irreligious habits and therefore thereby lost their chance for spiritual salvation. Therefore, for no purpose should be should the elders members of the family be slain. Haribol. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Then we go to text number 40. Okay, so these are all continuations of the same intent, right? What is that intent by Arjuna? The intent of Arjuna is, I don't want to fight, right? And when he's already decided what he wants to do, the rest of the details are simply giving reasons, right? Whether it is, I will acquire sinful reactions, whom will I enjoy this kingdom with, just for my own brother to become the kingdom, why should I do this? If the elder members of the family, that means all of them are soldiers, right? All of them have assembled in the battlefield, and if all of them died, elderly members would be died and would be dead, and then who will guide us? Who will guide the younger generation to follow the culture, the principles, the traditions, etc.? So in all of these things, he's giving various reasons why not to fight. And then Prabhupada will also state in the purport that Arjuna is a very compassionate person. That's the reason he's giving all these excuses. But when the Gandiva bow slips from his hand, then Prabhupada says it is material attachment that is causing Arjuna. Because we have definitely, devotees have emotions, right? But then the emotions should not prohibit us from performing our duty, from performing our dharma. At that particular point, it becomes material. It becomes material attachment. And until such time, compassion is very good. We need to develop such wonderful good qualities because we don't want to develop a heart which is as hard as stone. Right? We want to develop loving emotions for the Supreme Personality of God. We want to develop loving reciprocations with the devotees and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So emotions are necessary, but then we should not be swayed by the emotions and not perform our duty. That's what it is. Okay, let's move ahead. Text number 40. Adharma vibhavat Krishna pradushyanti kulastriyah strishu dushtashu varshneya jayate varna shankaraha. Okay, Sindhu Mataji, go ahead. Mataji, please unmute.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Pranam Mataji. Text translation. Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada.
Synonyms: adharma, irreligion.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Synonyms: adharma, irreligion. Abhibhavat, having become predominant. Krishna, O Krishna. Pradushyanti, become polluted. Kulastriyaha, family ladies. Trishu, by the womanhood. Tushtashu, being so polluted. Varshneya, O descendant of Vrishni. Jayate, comes into being. Varna Shankaraha, unwanted progeny. Translation and purport was done by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When irreligion is prominent in the family, O Krishna, the women of the family become polluted, and from the degradation of womanhood, O descendant of Vrishni, comes unwanted progeny. Purport. Good population in human society is the basic principle for peace, prosperity, and spiritual progress in life. The Varnashrama religions principles were so designed that the good population would prevail in society for the general spiritual progress of state and community. Such population depends on the chastity and faithfulness of its womanhood. As children are very prone to be misled, women are similarly very prone to degradation. Therefore, both children and women require protection by the elder members of the family. By being engaged in various religious practices, women will not be misled into adultery. According to Chanakya Pandita, women are generally not very intelligent and therefore not trustworthy. So, the different family traditions of religious activities should always engage them, and thus their chastity and devotion will give birth to a good population eligible for participating in the Varnashrama system. On the failure of such Varnashrama dharma, naturally the women become free to act and mix with men, and thus adultery is indulged in at the risk of unwanted population. Irresponsible men also provoke adultery in society, and thus unwanted children flood the human race at the risk of war and pestilence. War and pestilence. Yeah, Hare.
Yeah, thank you so much, Hare Krishna. So here Arjuna is continuing to give reasons, right? If all the men who have assembled as soldiers in Kurukshetra, they all die, then what happens? There is no men in the family because all the men have died in the war, in the battle. So women will not be guided by their husbands or by their sons or whatever. Right? Women are not guided. This is talking about in general. Women are emotional and women are, they talk a lot of Gramya Katha, Sari Katha, Vegetables Katha, Cooking Katha, etc. But then when we make the Kendra Bindu as a Supreme Personality of Godhead, when we direct our propensities, whether it is emotions, whether it is our tastes, whether it is our abilities, whether it is our resources, everything. If we want to dedicate it to Lord Shri Krishna, if we dovetail it all of our natural propensities in the service of the Lord, then we are not just intelligent women, but we are serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Right? It's not a very great compliment to be called intelligent, right? Because what is the real definition of intelligence? It's not the material intelligence. Sometimes material intelligence means one who makes more money is very intelligent, one who sings very nicely, or one who is able to solve some one complex puzzles is said to be intelligent. But that's not the definition of intelligence. What does Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu define intelligence? Yajantihi su medasaha. Medasaha means intelligence, right? What does an intelligent person do, whether man or woman or a child even, right? Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam Sangopangastra Parshadam Yajnai Sankirtana Prayair Yajantihi su medasaha. The real intelligence means one takes up to the path of bhakti, one takes up to the path of following Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, there can be innumerable reasons why we don't want to follow our dharma, because we think of X, Y, Z. Right? Our mind concocts several other reasons why we don't want to chant, why we don't want to take the association of devotees, this, that. Right? But we don't want to get into the chit chat of the mind, but rather we want to follow Guru, Shastra, and Sadhu, and in their directions perform our dharma. Shreya sudharmo vigunaha paradharma swanusitat Swadharmo Nidanam Shreya Paradharmo Bhaya. Right? If we give up our duty, then that is very, very dangerous for us. Right? And Prabhupada says in one purport how it is not even possible to maintain our body if we don't move, or if we don't act. Right? We cannot artificially renounce things. Text number 41. Shankaro Narakaeva Kulagranam Kulasya cha Patanti Pitro Hesham Lupta Pindodaka Kriyaha. Okay, anyone else? Other than Shobha Mataji, she's already read. Any other devotee would like to read? You can raise your hands. Okay, let me continue reading. Shankaraha, such unwanted children. Narakaya, made for hellish life. Certainly, Kulagnanam, for those who are killers of the family. Kulasya, for the family. Cha, also. Patanti, fall down. Pitaraha, forefathers. He, certainly. Esham, of them. Lupta, stopped. Pinda, offerings of food. Udaka, and water. Kriyaha, performances. Translation and purport Vishla Prabhupada. Yes, Karpaguli Mataji, go ahead. And then Navkishori Mataji can read. Yes.
Thank you, Mataji. Dandatana Mataji. And translation and purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. Increase in unwanted population certainly causes hellish life both for the family and for those who destroy the family tradition. The ancestors of such corrupt families fall down because the performances for offering them food and water are entirely stopped. Purport, shall I read, Mataji?
Yeah.
Shall I? Purport. According to the rules and regulations of rotative activities, there is a need to offer periodical food and water to the forefathers of the family. This offering is performed by worship of Vishnu because eating the remnants of food offered to Vishnu can deliver one from all kinds of sinful reactions. Sometimes the forefathers may be suffering from various types of sinful reactions, and sometimes some of them cannot even acquire a gross material body and are forced to remain in subtle bodies as ghosts. Thus, when remnants of Parasadam food are offered to the forefathers by descendants, the forefathers are released from ghostly or other kinds of miserable life. Such help rendered to the forefathers is a family tradition, and those who are not in devotional life are required to perform such rituals. One who is engaged in the devotional life is not required to perform such actions. Simply by performing devotional service, and one can deliver hundreds and thousands of forefathers from all kinds of misery. It is stated in Bhagavatam 11.5.41. Devarsi bhutapa nirnam pitaram nakin karo nayam rini charajan sarvatmaha saranam tato mukantam parikrityo kartam. Anyone who has taken the shelter of the lotus feet of the Mukunda, the giver of liberation, giving him all his kinds of obligation, and has taken to the path of in all seriousness, owes neither duties nor obligation to the demigods, sages, and general living entities, family members, humankind, or forefathers. such obligations are automatically fulfilled by performance of devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thank you, Mataji. Dandratna, Mataji. Dandratna.
Hare Krishna. Na kinkaro. Na I am Ranicha Rajan. Na kinkaro. That means a person who's following devotional service is not indebted to the demigods, is not indebted to the forefathers, not indebted to anyone who are providing a lot of things, right? Jivo jivasya jivanam. For our own life, we are dependent upon so many other living entities. And hence, we have to be very grateful to all the living entities, to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But we are not dependent independently to such people, right? Our dependence on all of them is a subset of our all of us being dependent to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna. Right? So simply when we serve and satisfy and please Krishna, just like yatha taror mula nishechanena, right? Just like when the root of the tree is watered, all of the branches and the trunk, the stem, the flowers, the fruits, and all of them are watered. They are all nourished. So similarly, when we render service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, we being parts and parcels of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, will also be satisfied. And such satisfaction and such fulfillment gives more pleasure to the heart than any other kind of fulfillment that is done by sense gratification. Because to the extent an object is giving us sense gratification, it will give us misery. But real bliss can only be by serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna. Okay, text number 42. दोषे रीते कुलज्ञानां वर्णशङ्करकारकैः उत्साद्यन्ते जातिधर्मा कुलधर्मश्च शाश्वताः. Okay, now Kishori Mataji, go ahead. Please read.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you. Praminams, doshaiha, by such faults, etaiha, all these kula, gninama of the destroyer of the family, Varna Shankara of unwanted children, Kara Kaiha Vichar causes Uttasadhyante are devastated. Jati Dharmaha community project, Kulo Dharmaha family traditions, Cha also Shashwataha eternal. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. By the evil deeds of those who destroy family traditions and thus give rise to unwanted children, all kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are devastated. Purport community projects for the four orders of human society combined with family welfare activities as they are set forth by the institution of Sanatana Dharma or Varnashrama Dharma are designed to enable the human beings to attain his ultimate salvation. Therefore, the breakings of the Sanatana Dharma traditions by irresponsible leaders of society brings about chaos in that societies, and consequently people forget the aim of life. Vishnu. Such leaders are called blind, and persons who follow such leaders are sure to be led into chaos. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. So, a clear a sattvic life or a life where there is bliss, where experience of bliss can take place is by following the dharma. And who has given us the dharma? Dharmam tu sakshat Bhagavat Pranitam. The Lord has determined what is our dharma, what should be our duty, and we follow the dharma according to our guna karma. Chaturvaranyam maya shrishtam guna karma vibhagashaha. Right? Chaturvarnyam, the four varnas and ashramas have been determined by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and one according to one's own karma, guna and karma, have to determine what are my duties and how should I execute it. And then Shreyan Swadharmo Vigunaha. It is better to perform one's own duty imperfectly rather than try to do somebody else's duty perfectly. Right? Ultimately, the goal is one. The goal is to go back home, back to Godhead. The goal is to reawaken our love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But the details of Swadharma varies. But the goal of doing all of these things is to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, like that. All right. Text number 43. Utsanna kula dharmanam manushyanam janardhana नरके नियतं वाशो भवतीति अनुशुश्रुमा. Okay, Deval Mataji, go ahead. Synonyms.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhamma Synonyms: Utsana, spoiled; Kuladharmanam, of those who have the family traditions; Manushyanam, of such men; Janardana, O Krishna; Narake, in the hell; Niyatam, always; Vasaha, residence; Bhavati, it so becomes; Iti, thus; Anushrushtruma, I have heard by disciplic succession. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O Krishna, maintainer of the people, I have heard by disciplic succession that those whose family traditions are destroyed dwell always in hell. Arjuna bases his argument not on his own personal experience, but on what he has heard from the authorities. That is the way of receiving real knowledge. One cannot reach the real point of factual knowledge without being helped by the right person who is already established in that knowledge. There is a system in the Varnashrama institution by which, before death, one has to undergo the process of atonement for his sinful activities. One who is always engaged in sinful activities must utilize the process of atonement, called Prayaschitta. Without doing so, one surely will be transferred to hellish planets to undergo miserable lives as a result of sinful activities. Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you, Dhanat Pranam.
Thank you, Dhanat Pranam. So we perform three kinds of activities. One is called karma, one is called vikarma, and one is called akarma. Right? So when we perform these various activities with the desire to acquire the results of those activities, and if we do it by positive means, then it becomes karma, right? And then when we go through means which are sinful, right? We steal or we lie or we do which are not moral ethical codes in order to acquire wealth. Then we incur sinful reactions for our activities because our activities become vikarma. But to avoid both the pious results as well as the impious results, what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to perform a karma. A karma means performing our activities without being attached to the positive results, without being attached to the negative results, without wanting any positive or negative results, but simply wanting the pleasure of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or doing our duty as a matter of duty. Doing our the activities that are prescribed for us with a matter of performing our duty, giving our best efforts for the pleasure of the Lord, and that way we perform akarma. And when we perform akarma, being situated in our varna ashrama, then what happens? We will definitely be elevated from where we are. Right? And depending upon ye tamam prapatyanti tam satya bhajamyam, according to our surrender, Krishna will reward us accordingly. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद श्री गुरुदेव की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल. So we have 44, 45 and 46 verses. We will complete this chapter next Monday, and then we will read the summary of this entire chapter, the key points of this chapter. Now I'll request devotees, you can switch on your cameras. We'll quickly do about a few minutes of Harinam Sankirtan, and then we'll end our session. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनीति नामिने. नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादिशतारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरा भक्तवृंदा. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. जय गौरनिताय जय, जय जगन्नाथ जय, जय बलदेव जय, जय सुभद्रा जय, जय सुदर्शन जय, बाल गोपाल जय, रुक्मिणी विठल जय, प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय, लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय चतुर्भुज शालिग्राम शीला, हयग्रीव शालिग्राम शीला, गोपाल जी शालिग्राम शीला, पूर्ण जी शालिग्राम शीला, लक्ष्मी नरसिंह शालिग्राम शीला, गुरुवायूरप्पा जय, राधा कृष्णा जय राधा, मदन मोहन राधा, गोविंद राधा, गोपीनाथ श्री राधे जय राधा, माधव राधा, श्याम सुंदर राधा, रास बिहारी श्री राधे जय, जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद। गुरुदेव गुरुदेव निताय गौर हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल। श्री राम संकीर्तन की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद श्री गुरुदेव की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल। Hare Krishna. So thank you for joining in. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. We'll meet at 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time as we continue with day number 21, Kartik month prayers. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Sri Gurudev ki jai. Nitai Gaura Premanande. Hari Hari.